Welcome back to Inside the Panthers Live. You are looking at the Path of the Panther mural, which is located right here at the BB&T Center. It is on the main concourse, and it is really incredible. You should check it out if you have a chance to come to a Panthers game. For those of you wondering how you can learn more or help the cause of the Florida Panther, here are a few websites that you can visit for more information. I am joined now by a very special guest. This is Meredith Budge. She is a Southwest Florida field representative for the Florida Wildlife Federation. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I've been talking about it throughout the course of the show. When it comes to the Florida Panthers Foundation, one of the 4 pillars is Panther Conservation. How special is it for you to know that this organization places such a high priority on conservation of the Florida Panther?
Yeah, it is such a fantastic piece that they are including to really take their mascot and highlight their mascot and their namesake. And so we were honored to receive a grant from the Panthers Foundation last year to support our conservation work, and it really highlights the importance of Panther conservation to all of their fans and all of the hockey fans that come here to watch the games.
You can see it right there on your shirt, Florida Wildlife Federation. What is the purpose of the Florida Wildlife Federation, and how are you guys able to help the Florida Panther?
Yeah, we are a statewide conservation organization. We work to protecting wildlife, Florida's wildlife, and wildlife habitat. Our Southwest office, which is where I'm based, works to protect habitat for wildlife, particularly the Florida Panther. We focus on the Florida Panther because it's unique to Southwest Florida. It's endangered and it's an umbrella species. So what's good for the panther is typically good for most native wildlife.
How are you able to use the money that the Florida Panthers donate through grants and so forth?
Yeah, so the grant that we received is going towards creating a comprehensive wildlife crossings guidance manual. One of our major missions at the Florida Wildlife Federation is to secure wildlife underpasses to ensure safe passage for wildlife, particularly the Florida Panther, under roadways. So this money is going towards creating that manual that can be used to enhance land use planning efforts to protect wildlife, make sure they can get across the roads. Roads bisect habitat, and so as we continue to grow and develop across the state, this will be a very useful tool for planners.
What is the current state of the Florida Panther? Is the population growing at all?
So right now the estimate by agencies is between 120 to 230 adults and subadults. One of the major threats and one of the biggest causes for deaths of panthers are vehicle strikes. Roads are one of the biggest threats to wildlife, and so making sure that panthers and other wildlife can cross the road is a huge priority. This year alone, in 2019, there have been 21 panther deaths by vehicle strikes.
Wow.
4 of which this month, 2 under 1-year-olds in this month alone.
Wow.
So it is critical to focus on panther conservation efforts. With that being said, we have a much higher estimate now than we did in years past, where we're at between 120 and 230, but conservation efforts are still critical to ensure that we can recover the population to its historic numbers.
So you mentioned so many of the panther deaths occur on the highways. What are some of the things that fans can do, even if it's as simple as slowing down on the highway and being aware, to help preserve and protect the Florida Panthers that are around? Yeah,
that is really, really important. So understanding where you're driving, if it's a more rural road on the edges of wild land or habitat where wildlife or panthers live, make sure you're going slow, especially at night. Make sure you're obeying the speed limit and going and exercising extra caution to make sure that you're able to see a panther if they are coming onto the roadway.
Well, we certainly appreciate the time. We appreciate everything that you and the Florida Wildlife Federation, as well as the Florida Panthers, are doing to help preserve and take care of that majestic cat right there. Thanks so much for joining us on this live edition of Inside the Panthers. We've had a great time looking further into panther conservation, and for more information, visit those websites to find out what you can do to help protect the Florida Panther.